We're here at TEDxBeaconStreet. I'm sitting down with Amon Millner, Assistant Professor of Computing and Innovation at Olin College. Thanks a lot for joining us.
It's great to be here.
And so, Amon, why don't you tell me what was the title of your TED Talk and sort of give me the synopsis. What was it about?
My TED Talk was called Finding What You Love and Leaving Behind Labels.
Okay.
And it's a personal story that talks about when you encounter as a young person labels that you don't think fit you. And what do you do about that if you want to replace them and be something that maybe people didn't expect you to be? And I start with the story of basically being compared to a potential criminal and how you can turn that into being a professor of computer science. It's not often that you get to hear all of the intricacies of how do you navigate that space when you arrive at places and you get people that would like to see you be something else, and how do you get around that? So just using this personal story to highlight how I was able to do that and what one might be able to do if they were faced with a similar situation.
Yeah.
Some young people are.
Yeah, and this is very timely and an important idea. I want to hear from you. Why is this? TED is all about ideas worth spreading. Why do you think this is an idea worth spreading?
Well, I spoke at TEDx Youth Beacon Street because there are young people that are, as I say in my talk, you're asked to find what you love, but you're not given an instruction book about how that happens, and the important players, ones that might take away from the opportunities from you or people that will support you along the way. So just having some sort of playbook is an idea worth spreading if you can see how certain people, as opposed to, oh, this person must have just been good at this their whole life, or they had everything set up in the perfect way for them to do this, and I'm facing challenges. So just to see the types of things that people go through along their path is a great thing for a young person to see. And ideally, they can relate to some of those and have a toolkit for navigating when it's up to them to do so.
Yeah, no, that's great. And so let me ask, what about yourself? Computer science, computing innovation, how did you, what made you gravitate towards that?
Well, I was trying a lot of things when I was a young person, from the usual sports, biking, and playing with dolls and trains around the house with siblings. And in school, I realized that there were a lot of electives and things that you can try, from cooking to sewing. I had an elective called computing that I took to very early on, and just continued to do so. So having an early exposure allowed me to sort of develop some capacity, and that gave me tools to, if people say, oh, that's not something that you can do, I've already done it for 10 years, to have those sort of things in my back pocket. So I got early exposure, and so my career in computing and teaching about it is so that people can have early exposure to it as well. So just to complete that loop so that you can have experiences that are fun when you're so excited about learning everything. So that's kind of the connection about I got an early start, and I want to provide an early start for as many as possible.
That's really great. Thank you so much. Amon Millner, his talk is called Finding What You Love and Leaving Behind Labels. You can check it out at TEDxBeaconStreet.com.